But I think the elements are there.
Okay, so we'll take some questions from the audience. We have a microphone going around, so if you could just wait for me to call on you. Can we have a microphone right here?
I just want to start by saying thank you, Michael. You've done such amazing digital stuff for all of us who are not present, can see so much that happens at the New York Film Festival, and that you bring Sonia, this wonderful director, that will be able to go much further than this room. My question has to do with novella, and some of the elements of the story seem to bring in that aspect of popular culture as the novella, and also 30s and 40s movies that had very strong women that were socially conscious and engaged, but were popular culture movies. Does any of that make sense to you in terms of Aquarius?
I never even considered writing a male character for this film. I always thought that she would be a woman, a strong woman. I think dramatically, a woman faces more obstacles in society because societies are normally chauvinistic. Brazil, of course, is one of them. I really understood that when I was writing or reading the sequence where the men from the construction company knock on her door. And it would not be the same scene if a 5'10", 65, 70-year-old man got up and answered the door. Mm-hmm. I think it's stronger when it's a woman and she opens the door and she sees three men. There's something more dramatic in that, in the way they talk to her and the way they try to make her do something. So she would always be a woman. When you mentioned the films of the 30s and 40s, yes, I still don't understand why is it that we don't see so many films with strong women, especially women after 40. I don't know why. For me, I never really thought about that, but it seems to come up a lot after the film has come out. And the most beautiful thing that I've been getting for this film everywhere, not only in Brazil, is very young women reacting to Clara as a possibility for the future, and that's a beautiful thing.
Not same possibility for me.
She is you.
And the novella aspect, that sort of the sexy part, the kinds of things which serious movies, seriously political movies don't normally have in them, and is in your film, so that it opens the door for a much wider audience, in a sense?
I actually believe that this film is more open than, for example, Neighboring Sounds. Neighboring Sounds was a very successful film, but it seemed to leave some people scratching their heads. This one is more straightforward. I really like one thing that I did discuss with a lot of my friends before making the film, even during the making of the film, was this idea of contemporary cinema, or contemporary world cinema. For some reason, it has become fashionable for films to hold shots for sometimes extreme amounts of time in fixed shots, and it's almost like people sent out a memo to characters saying don't say a word, and then I go back to the American films of the 70s, which in my mind are some of the best films ever made, or at least to my taste, where people talk, and then there's a cut, and then the other person is answering, and then there's another cut, and the other person is asking a question, and so forth. And films are fast, and films just feel natural without any fashion concerns. And that's what I did, basically. Sometimes it's very talky, Aquarius, and sometimes it